Okay, we want to take question 3. Question 3 says that the ideal gas equation can be written as PV is equal to RT, where P is the pressure in kilopascal, V is the volume in meter cube, T is the temperature, R is the gas constant in kilopascal per meter cube kilogram Kelvin per kilogram Kelvin. And it says that real gases, especially at high pressures, deviate from this behavior. Their response can be modeled with the Van der Waals equation, which we have, where A and B are material constants. So for CO2, we've been given the value for A and for B. And it says that make the shown figure that displays two plots of P versus V. So we have the range of values for V from 0.065 to 1 and T being equal to 300 Kelvin. In one in one plus the in one plot, the pressure is calculated by using the ideal gas equation and the other by using the Van der Waals equation. Label the axis and display a legend. So we know from the question that A is equal to 0.1883, B was equal to 0.000972, and the temperature was equal to 300 Kelvin. Now another thing we need to find is R. If you look at it, we need R, right? And the question didn't give it to us explicitly, but we know that the R is going to be, please, it's not 8.314, but it's 8.314 divided by the molar mass of the gas we have. If it was a universal gas constant, right, be able to tell, because here the question said that R is the gas constant in kilopascal meter cube per kilogram. If it was per kilomole, then we know that it's a universal gas constant, right? But this is per kilogram, so it's a specific gas constant. It's 8.314 divided by the molar mass of our gas. In this case, our gas is CO2. The molar mass is 44. So now we can write out the equations. We want to plot pressure against volume. So the range of values for our volume, it's starting from 0.065, and it's ending at 1. But the challenge with this is that if we do this, MATLAB is going to get just a single value. The reason is that, remember that if we do this, right, we are saying that we want to start from 0.065, continue to add a value of 1 until it gets to 1. But if I add 1 to 0.065, I'll get 1.065, which is more than 1. So MATLAB wouldn't exceed the last value. So let me run this and show what I'm talking about. So you see that for V, it displays just one value. Because when we do it this way, MATLAB is assuming that we want to add a value of 1 until we get to our last value, and it's never going to cross the last value. So if I add 1 to this, it will be 1.065. It has crossed our last value, so it wouldn't include it. So if we want to get a range of values, then I have to include the step size. Maybe I want it to increase by 0.2, not by 1 instead, right? So now if I should run this, I'm going to get a range of values. So I have about 5 values. I can decide to make it even smaller so I can get more values to work with, so that the plot would be more reasonable. So let me put the clear functions up here so that it will clear the screen when we run the script. Okay, now for the pressures, I know that for the ideal gas equation, I can make P the substitute. Let me just type Pi for ideal, and this is going to be equal to my R times my T dot over my V. So let me put this in the brackets. It's dot over V because with the V we are having a range of values. So we have to put a dot before the operation sign, the division operation sign, right? Then let's say for P Van der Waals, I can say that this is equal to R times T dot over V minus B, right? So I put all of this in one bracket. So all of that minus A dot over V squared, a V dot squared. Yes, that's what we are going to get. So if I want to plot everything on the same graph, I can type plot maybe Pi against V, then P Van der Waals also against V, right? And then I want to get a legend, so I can say legend. I can say maybe ideal, comma Van der Waals. Okay, so if I should run this, I'm going to get my graph this way. I realize that as we are getting towards the end of the graph, there's some kind of deviation starting to happen. So you can easily see that the two lines starts to separate out a bit. So the ideal one is in blue, the van der Waal is in orange. Now, if we didn't want to type it out this way, what we could have done is that instead of typing plots pi, comma v, pv, comma v, this is going to plot pi against v first, then pv against v. We could have done this instead. So we could have typed hold. So maybe hold on. Then we could have typed the first one, so plot maybe p I, comma v, then hold plots pv, comma v. So if we had done this and we had run it, we would have gotten, this is giving just one. I'm coming. Let me type just hold, not hold on. Okay. Yes, sure. So sorry about that. So type the first plot and then type hold before you type the next plot, right? So you don't type hold before the first plot. You type the first plot, then you type hold before you type the next plot. The MATLAB is able to put all of them on one graph for you. So that's it for this question. Thank you very much for your time.